Thank you for joining us on 24 Plus. I'm ABC 24 anchor Pepper Baker. Shelby County primaries are May 5th. We are highlighting key races to help you make an informed decision at the polls. Now, the Shelby County Clerk's office is very competitive on the Democratic side, so we are interviewing the candidates, and this is our 5th interview for this series. So right here at the table, we have Michael Williams in the studio. Thank you so much, Mr. Williams, for being here.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Definitely. So, of course, you have a lot of history and a lot of experience, but let's just start right off the top with why are you running for Shelby County Clerk?
Because I think that the citizens of Shelby County, as always, deserve the best quality core services that anybody can provide. I have always been an individual of the community, for the community, and I'm a taxpayer, and I definitely believe in being prudent with my tax dollars. And I definitely believe in ensuring that the citizens are getting the services that they deserve. Because guess what? I am a citizen. My family are citizens. We're rooted in Memphis and Shelby County. So therefore, it's doing a service to my family, to my community, and just trying to make sure that with everything that's going on, you know, the school board, all these accusations against different politicians, we deserve the ability to have faith in somebody, because I think a lot of people are actually losing faith in the politicians, and the governmental service.
Yeah, and you have quite a great career with military.
I do.
With law enforcement.
I do.
You also Chief Administrative Officer for General Sessions Court.
I was.
But for people who may not be familiar with you, I always just like to open it up for you to talk a little more about your background and your experience and how you got here today.
I am Mike Williams. I am a native Memphian, born and raised here, went to the oldest African-American high school in the city of Memphis, which is Manassas. A lot of people think Booker T. Washington, but that's not true. That's the oldest African-American school. Manassas is the oldest African-American high school. Went to the Army. I led men into combat. I was an intel officer, worked with 5th Special Forces Group, SOC Special Operations Command Central, jumped into Kuwait, live minefield, bodies all over the place, going up the Al-Basra Highway, the highway of death. So I was able to lead men into combat and to bring everybody home safely. That's one juncture of my life. Retired from the Army after 21 years, came back, got on the Memphis Police Department, and worked in Orange Mound, Castelia, Florida, Kansas area, some of the roughest areas in the city, Whitehaven. And one of the reasons why I wanted to come back was because I wanted to be of service to the community. And I know I've wanted to be a police officer ever since I was a kid. So therefore, joined the police department to help aid and assist citizens again as a police officer. But then once I got into it, I wanted to change the culture within the police department. So how do you do that? You get involved. So I became a union rep, then I became the president of the police association, did that for 12 years. A lot of people know me from being the president of the police association. I had about 15 people tell me today, excuse me, I know you. I went on a cruise last weekend, and believe it or not, I'm on the Valor Carnival Cruise Line, and people are like, excuse me, Mr. Williams. So, but it was all positive, which is a good thing. So I did that for 12 years, was on the police department for 21 years. One of the highlights that I always like to tell people, and one of the reasons I left, at the end, even though Memphis was getting 1 million calls a year, they were some of the lowest paid. So I went to the city council, asked them to give the police a raise, and at that time they were like, Mike, pound sand, we ain't doing it, we can't do it. I said, okay. So the Memphis Police Association and the Memphis Fire Association mobilized, and we went into the community, got 144,000 signatures, and put our own referendum on the ballot. That has never been done here. So that's something that we led an effort in. Because of that referendum, today, it generates yearly anywhere from $60 to $74 million a year. So when you talk about C.J. Davis getting that big old raise she got, that's because of that referendum. When you talk about the police officers now making $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 a year, that's because of that referendum. But we didn't just do it for the referendum. We also did it so that monies are every year set aside for pre-K. So all kids in the city of Memphis can now attend pre-K. And then we did it for road paving. I'm sorry, I can't control the city council and the mayor, but that money is allocated for road paving, even though we have problems with it, but it does not stop them from allocating the money that's originally designated in the budget for something else. So then I moved on from there. Clerk Brown, who was Councilman Brown, went on to become the General Sessions Court clerk. So after I did the referendum, I was like, you know what, leave on a high note. Go on and conquer other things. So we went into General Sessions, which is the largest court system in the state of Tennessee, has 9 criminal divisions, 6 civil divisions, and we were able to add a bail hearing room to that while we were there. We took them through the pandemic. They were backlogged, 14,000 cases. Took them through the pandemic. After we came out of the pandemic, we were actually able to knock those 14,000 backlog cases down in about 6-7 months. Also, under the leadership of Clerk Brown, when we went into General Sessions, we were able to, right off the bat, within 3 months, identify $12 million that nobody, for whatever reason, all of those years, did not designate. So we were able to return that money to the county coffers and also to citizens within Shelby County itself. So we did that. Clerk Brown eventually left the Shelby County Clerk's office, and I was fortunate enough, and I'd like to thank Clerk Halbert for allowing me the ability to come over to work in the Shelby County Clerk's office, which is where I am now as the CAO under her. It has given me the opportunity to be able to see within the clerk's office all of the idiosyncrasies, things that are needed, how we can better it. And I would just say, you know, different individuals have different visions. My vision is different than Clerk Halbert's visions. But I do want everybody to know that there needs to be some additions, because when you have the same amount of people working in that office since 1990 something, but you've added an additional 400,000 cars, you have to expand the services as well. So I think we've kind of put a burden on it because we're missing a lot of opportunities, and I'm sure you're going to get to those questions later. So
no, of course.
I don't want to just ramble on.
No, that was great, because you've had experience at the police association president. You lobbied and you for those first responders to get the money that they deserved.
Right.
And then you also just have experience with finding money within the General Sessions courts, and then work just so much here. So I wanted to ask, because you ran for mayor in 2015.
Yes.
So it sounds like you have a really good handle on what people need and getting what they deserve, and really fighting for causes. So why is the county clerk your next step here, and not something like a county commissioner or mayor or whatnot?
Well, first of all, you know, I like going into difficult situations. I like challenges. I've been able to walk into difficult situations and areas that are challenged and to come out successful. I think it's all about leadership, and I think it's all about, and what I'm running on is proven leadership. Everywhere that I have been, you know, even back in high school, I was the battalion commander in ROTC. I was the drum section leader in band. When I went to basic training, I was the squad leader. When I was, you know, I became an Army warrant officer, which specialized in intelligence, worked at the National Security Agency, came on the police department, president of the Police Association. And if you look at all of those places, and I promise you, if you go back and check, all of them have positive outcomes, okay? But I would like to also say it's not about just Mike Williams. And the reason I say it's about leadership is because just like when I was in General Sessions, hardworking people, they just needed some direction and guidance. And Clerk Brown had a vision. When you talk about the police association, same thing, hard-working officers out there in the streets every day fighting crime. They just needed a good representative and a voice to speak on their behalf and to ensure that you're working for them and not for yourself. You know, because I have a wife and a son on the police department, and my daughter was a dispatcher, it was in their best interest that I try to leave a legacy to whereas my wife is still on, so she's benefiting from all of that. My son is on, he's benefiting from all of that. So I just feel as though I am best qualified for this because I've been in the trenches, I've been in combat, I've been in the streets of Memphis fighting to survive and for my life. But one of the things that I did say is, right now, all of the employees in Shelby County, when I got there, they were making $29,000. That was the entry salary for all of the individuals. And it kind of bothered me because most of those individuals are black females, and most of them are single parent mothers. My mom was a single parent mother, well, a single household mother. And I saw how she struggled. And I thought it was very disingenuous when we didn't want to pay them commensurate with all of the work that we're asking them to do. So I went before the county commission and actually asked them to do a wage survey. They completed the wage survey and found out that there was a huge disparity in pay in comparison to when you talk about Davidson County, Knox County, even though we have the biggest county and we're doing the bulk of the work. So thanks to the other CAOs, thanks to Chief Collins and Mayor Young, they actually went ahead and proposed that they increase the salaries of all individuals that are coming into Shelby County Clerk, not Shelby County Clerk, but into the Shelby County government system to $40,500. And that's because of initiatives that we put in place. I'm saying, check it all. Do a fact check. Do a fact. I encourage people to do fact checks on me. You know?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be.
I know.
That's
I'm having fun.
Yeah.
I'm in my element.
Let's talk about the county clerk's office.
Okay.
So I like to ask, what is, just in the basic level, what is the county clerk's responsibility?
Clerks are keepers of the records. Number one, they keep all of the records within Shelby County. For the Shelby County Clerk's office, some of the other jobs are quite natural. Everybody know about the tags.
Of course.
Okay, that's the big deal. Everybody know about the tags. But there's so many more other aspects to that office. You have marriage licenses, you have business licenses, you have notary republics, you know, you have entertainment, you have short-term rentals. Nobody ever talks about all of that. Everybody want to focus on, well, the lines are long. Guess what? The lines have always been long. And that's not a fallacy and it's not a lie. Go back and check. They've always been long. Not to say that it's right. So how do we tackle and address that issue? And we'll get to that later when you ask me.
Of course.
But it's so much more to the clerk's office than just the tag. So we want to be able to deal with all aspects of that office and not just focus on the tax period, even though that's very important because that's the big money generator. That's the big money generator. When you talk about in-state tags, out-of-state tags, when you talk about the dealers, Chuck Hutton and all of those other guys, you know, they big business in this city. Well, because that office collects almost $200 million a year.
That's a lot.
Yes, most definitely.
So you currently work in the county clerk's office?
As the chief administrative officer.
As the chief administrative officer.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the state right now? How would you describe the state of the current county clerk's office? Well,
I think that there's room for a lot of improvements. And that's why I say my vision is different than Clerk Halbert's vision. I think she has identified a lot of things and done a lot of things while she's in that office that she don't get credit for. And I think her perception of things have been misconceived. For instance, the county only wants to account for the monies that's going to be distributed within the county. That's going to go back to the municipalities. Let's say to Germantown, Collierville, Millington, Arlington, Lakeland, City of Memphis. But there's a whole lot of money that's being collected that's actually going back to the state, that's going back to other entities. So they didn't want all of that counted. So when you look at it all collectively, that's when you see almost $200 million. Whereas if you're only reporting what they wanted you to report, then it didn't show as much.
Okay.
You understand? So she wanted to make sure that she was capturing all of that, and rightfully so, you know, so that you could have accountability for that. So, you know, I just think that me personally, I may have a different way of doing things. Okay. So therefore, I just want to improve upon what has already been established in the Shelby County Clerk's office.
So let's identify what you would consider are the biggest issues right now, and then how you would improve them if you were county clerk.
Okay, well, first of all, everybody talk about technology. Okay,
Right.
you got computers with Windows 7. Okay, well, we definitely want Windows 11. We want Microsoft 365. That's easy. Do a refresh. Easy, okay? No problem. Replace all of the money counters, replace all of the credit card readers, replace all of the printers, replace all of the computers. Me personally, I would do a campaign because everybody talk about the kiosks.
Right.
I would put kiosks all over the county, work in conjunction with either the municipalities and their libraries or the sheriff station out in Arlington. Find places where you can put the kiosks and actually allow individuals to have access. Under me, one of my things is ACE, accessibility, customer service, and education. When we talk about the computers and giving people access to, because they don't understand, if you hold on to your registration, you hold on to that card that they send you in the mail, you can walk into a kiosk and actually get your renewal in about 2 minutes. That's all it takes. So if you have the availability of those all over the county, then you don't have to come downtown. You take some of the stress off of the satellite locations so that they can deal with the more pressing issues and when people have more complicated things that they need to get done.
Right.
So you take that out of the mix. Me personally, I would also establish a dealer location. And a lot of people are like, well, Michael, why would you establish a dealer location? See, you got to be thinking more than just whatever. But I would establish a dealer location because dealers come in with packets, packets of 25, but they may come in with 10 packets. So you got 10 packets with 25 per transaction. That's a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you want that because, like I say, that's the money generator. That's what's going to generate the taxes. That's what's going to generate the fees and all of that good stuff. That's going to go back into the county coffers that you can utilize for streets and road paving and this and all the other stuff that you do. So I would do a dealer location to take them out of the satellite offices as well. So now you got the kiosks, you got the citizens able to walk into the satellite offices, conduct their transactions, and be gone. You got the dealers over here because a lot of people don't understand either. You have out-of-state dealer tags and you have in-state dealer tags. What do you mean, Michael? Well, a lot of people are buying cars online now. A lot of people are going to Florida, Miami, whatever they find that they want, they go get it. Well, guess what? They send all that paperwork back here because they want to come back to Memphis and register the car, and you want them to do that. So now you got to have FedEx packages, you got to go through all of this paperwork, you got to do. So we need to train people, education, train a lot of the employees to be able to specialize in just doing dealer packets. That way the efficiency is better, they can perform a lot better, do a lot more. The dealers are happy, okay? They got a focal point to where they can go when they need something accomplished and not get caught up in all of the regular mundane things in the satellite offices. So we have to specialize in certain areas, but then we also have to educate the citizens in that a lot of them don't know what the clerk office does, what's available. You know, we do about anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 renewals a day online.
A day?
A day, online. So a lot of people don't know they have access to that. The website has not been updated in a while. So I would definitely focus on that because you need to put updated information on it. You need to put information on it, how a lot of the citizenry can actually interact with the Shelby County Clerk's office and what's going to help them to accomplish what they need to accomplish.
Right.
So we need to make sure that that information is available. I've already identified about $15 million that's there right now that we can utilize to upgrade the kiosk systems.
And where did this $15 million come from?
Okay, anytime there's a transaction, there are what you call, the Shelby County governmental system is built on what you call a fee-based system, okay? So all the money's collected actually goes into the county coffers. A lot of people don't realize that, but they think that the money comes to the clerk office. It does not.
It doesn't go there first.
It comes to us first.
Okay.
And every night, the money is swept out of the accounts by the trustee's office.
Okay.
Which goes into an interest-bearing account, because we getting a lot of, when you got $1.6 billion in savings, you're getting a lot of interest.
Gotcha.
And that's what it's all about.
Right.
But on every transaction, there's a EDP fee,
There is.
electronic data processing fee. There's a DP fee, data processing fee. There's an EVIS fee. There's another fee and another fee. All of those are called restricted funds. Those monies are designated solely and specifically for the Shelby County Clerk's office and the use and operations so that you can upgrade technology,
Wow.
be more efficient and effective, do educational activities. And one of the things that I want to do as well is take the Shelby County Clerk's office back out into the community. You know, when I was in General Sessions, we did what we call expungement clinics.
Yes.
I took the General Sessions Clerk's office to Greater Amani, Oak Grove, wherever they would allow us to come in so that their citizens could have access to it. Plus, we're doing the citizens a service and we're out in the community. And I believe in engaging the community. Well, I found out since I've been there, I can do the same thing with the Shelby County Clerk's office. When you talk about driver's license, when you talk about business licenses and make it available to the public and go to the public so that they know that we are there to serve them and we are a part of them, you know. And not only that, that process also educates the public on what the Shelby County Clerk office actually is here for and what we do, other than you ain't doing my tags and the lines are long and it's a lot to it.
You seem like you have a knack for finding money.
Yes.
And making room or just being resourceful. But I want to ask for people who, you know, and especially since we have had the county clerk's office in the headlines a lot.
Yeah.
And I want to ask people who know that you work as the chief administrative officer, you know, what do you have to say about, I know you said you have a different vision than Clerk Halbert,
yes.
But what do you have to say to people who may feel that you are part of the problems?
Okay. Well, I've only been there a year. They've been there 8 years. Okay. I have been there and I've been able to assess some things.
Okay.
I've been able to change some things. But I serve at the will and pleasure of the clerk. Mike Williams don't make no decisions. Mike Williams, as an operations officer, chief administrative officer, carry out the vision of the clerk. Whereas when I worked for Clerk Brown, he said, Michael, I want an office down in Southbrook Mall. Who, sir? No problem. I go get him an office in Southbrook Mall. Michael, I want to be out in the community and I want to make sure that we're availing ourselves to the citizens. Michael does expungement clinics and Michael does whatever. You know, I definitely want to make it understood that I have performed to the level that I can. I don't make decisions, okay? And if I'm not given the direction to go and do some of the things that Mike Williams wants to do, because that's what Mike Williams wants to do, then I don't have the ability to do that because I serve at the will and pleasure of Clerk Halbert. And please understand, still, I am very grateful for the opportunity to serve under Clerk Halbert, and I think she's accomplished a lot. I think that there has been a lot of misunderstandings when it comes to, because like I can sit here and tell you, lines have always been long, period. I don't care what anybody come here and tell you that's running for this office, well, lines are long. Go back and check, they've always been long. I've been here most of my life. They used to do it at the Pipkin building over when the fairgrounds was there, you know what I mean? And the lines was way down the street at the Pipkin building. So don't play with me.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Now, the issue is who seriously wants to come here because we want to move forward.
Right.
Who seriously wants to address this and who seriously has a plan? Because everybody gonna come here, they're gonna say, oh, we need more computers. Okay, that's known, okay? So how do we what is your plan?
Yeah.
How do you plan to address this for real? Well, you know, I'm going to there's a problem with, I've heard a lot of people say that there are problems. What are the solutions to the problem? I just told you, we're going to do kiosks. I just told you, we've identified $15 million. I just told you, we're going to have to work with the other municipalities. I just told you, we're going to establish a dealer center. I just told you.
Training. You said training too.
Yeah, and training. You know what I'm saying? Because all of that's a part of it. Yeah.
No, I don't want us to run out of time before a couple more questions.
We'll talk forever.
Well, relationships here. So as you know, there's just been a little bit of a contentious relationships between the clerk and the mayor. And and some county commissioners. Now there's going to be a new mayor. Yep. And so not going to really be dealing with the same people in those positions. But how do you plan to smooth over some of those relationships, or are you confident in your abilities? I haven't had a problem with them.
I don't have a problem.
Right.
I can go talk to Mayor Harris right now. I can go talk to Chief Collins right now. I can go talk to individuals on the county commission. When you talk about Brittany Thornton, who's running for this office, I started helping her way back when she was with Juice Orange Mound. Every time I see her, I hug her. When you talk about Miss LaSonia Hall, I hug her every time I see her. I shake her husband's hand. I don't have a problem. I am a patriot. I believe anybody that pays their taxes, stays out of trouble, can run for whatever office they want to run for. It's just a matter of, I'm hoping that the citizens actually look at who is more qualified to actually run for that office. And if it's not me, that's fine, because Mike Williams is going to find something else to do. But I would definitely love to serve in the capacity as the Shelby County Clerk. I think I have a vision. I think I have a team already selected that has the ability, because a lot of them came from General Sessions. So, you know, I definitely, and it's also about putting people around you that have the ability to carry out your vision. You know, and that's what I liked about Clerk Brown. A lot of people was like, well, he ain't never around or something, whatever. Which wasn't true. He just stayed in his office a lot because he almost died from COVID. So he didn't like being around a lot of people. But at the same token, he put people around him. Believe it or not, almost everybody that was around him ran against him. But he said, you know what? Since you say you that good, show me. Since you say you that good, show me. Since you say you that good, show me. And guess what? He kept all of them until we left. Okay. But we did an excellent job. So
you're confident in your relationships and being able to bridge the gaps and smooth things over?
Ask anybody. I've never had a problem with them in the beginning.
Okay. Let's talk about fundraising and endorsements.
Okay.
You know, where's your fundraising efforts at right now? Are they coming along well? Do you still have some more efforts to go? And anybody that's backing you?
Well, I have the Memphis Police Association behind me. I have the Fire Association behind me. I have the Deputy Sheriff's Association behind me. I have the endorsement of Clerk Brown. I have the endorsement of a couple of other people that I'm not going to say at this time. I think, you know, I am people oriented. So therefore, I definitely have the backing of a lot of the unions and associations. I've never really just went after a lot of corporate sponsorship, because I want to be able to do what I want to do, how I want to do it. That's how I've always stayed grounded. Yeah. You know, I don't want to owe anybody. I don't want to owe no favors. I want to be able to tell you, excuse me, the Shelby County Clerk's office is actually designated for the citizens of Shelby County. However, it is a money generator. So therefore, we're going to ensure that the dealers in this city, that the businesses in this city, they're going to receive just as good or better quality core services, because you're important too. But guess what? We're here for the citizens though. I want to be able to say that and not have a problem. I don't want somebody to say, well, we gave him $30,000, so you're going to have to pony up. That's our problem now. I'm unbought and unbossed. I've always been like that, and I'm going to stay like that. And that's how come I say, I want you to vote for me, but if you feel like I'm not the one, I ain't mad at you.
What sets you apart from your community?
I am somebody. I'm sorry. I like to have fun.
No. I love it.
I'm sorry. Like I told you, you know, proven leadership. It sets me apart. Already being in the job, it already sets me apart, because I already know where everything is. You know, and some people that may even be running in the office but they're not at the level that I'm at. So they don't see what I see. They don't get to deal with what I deal with. And nothing against those individuals, but you said what sets me apart.
Yes.
I've already run the largest court system in the state of Tennessee. That's what sets me apart. I've already run the 27th largest police association in the United States of America. What sets me apart? I worked at the National Security Agency. What sets me apart? I've been in combat. What sets me apart? I've worked the streets in the city of Memphis. What sets me apart? I'm a good father and a good husband, and I am a daggone good citizen of the city of Memphis, the state of Tennessee, and the United States of America, which is the best country in the world. So that sets me apart. And guess what? My integrity is everything to me. You're not going to find anywhere Michael ever took anything, that Michael ever did anything wrong. I ain't never been charged with nothing on the police department, in the Army. Matter of fact, my wife said I'm too good sometimes. But that's the legacy I want to leave my kids and my family. I want them to be able to say, my dad, my grandfather, he was a man of integrity. And if he said he was going to do it, he was going to do it. And if he couldn't do it, he'd tell you can't do it. Or he's not going to do it because he don't want to do it. You know what I mean? So I'm going to say that the citizens of Shelby County and the citizens of Memphis know me. They've watched me. They've seen me move. So therefore, they already know who I am. They know what I'm capable of. So, you know, I just ask that they give me an opportunity.
And my last question here is just painting the picture for us. You know, Shelby County voters put you as county clerk. What does a successfully run county clerk's office look like under your leadership?
Oh, wow. Well, first of all, we're going to upgrade technology. We're going to upgrade the spaces that the employees actually work in. We're definitely going to start trying to get technical support. I can't believe we have the Shelby County Clerk's office and you don't have a business analyst, which is a computer person that strategizes, and you don't have a computer tech person when you got satellite offices all over the place. But anyway, so those are some of the things that I would go after so that we could put these kiosks all over the place. They even have drive-up kiosks now. And we have a location like Riverdale, which was actually designed to put drive-up kiosks at. Wow. So what it is, you know, and I always tell the people this. It ain't just about what Mike Williams is going to do. It's what are we going to do, Miss Baker? This is our office. You know, this is our office. So what are we going to do? Mike Williams is going to do everything that he's always done, and he's going to try to lead in a positive manner. He's going to, all the stuff I told you about, and I could run back through it again. We're going to do the kiosks. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We already have identified money. We know where we're going. But I have to ask the citizens, because you're a part of this, and sometimes you're part of the problem too, you know. And a lot of people, see, this is where I get in trouble. But see, I want to hold you accountable like you want to hold me accountable.
Of course.
And the thing is, too, I tell the citizens this. If I don't do what I say I'm going to do, don't vote for me again. Don't vote for anybody again that's not going to live up to what they tell you that they're going to do. That's our problem here in Shelby County. We keep electing people because of name. We keep electing people and putting them into positions because we like them. But they continue to fail us, you know? And I have issues with that. So I wouldn't have a problem with the citizens having an issue with me if I'm not going to live up to what I said that I'm going to do. And even if you don't elect me, whomever you elect, hold them accountable, period. Point blank, period.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
That's a good message to end on then.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here. We
Thank
ran
you for
right up
having
into
me.
time. I think you made your case very well.
Well, thank you.
Hopefully that helped you just further along in this process of all of the Shelby County primaries coming up on May 5th and making an informed decision at the polls. Be sure to catch all of our candidate profile interviews on 24 Plus or abc24.com. Thank you, Mr. Williams, for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching.